We're going to talk about fall fashion trends for real life. There's a lot of trends out there, and sometimes they can be a little bit crazy and confusing to know how to wear them. So my goal is to break it down so that we can start incorporating some of these fun fall fashion trends into our wardrobe. So before we dive into my favorite 5 trends, I wanted to talk just an overview about sort of how to think about trends from a wearing them perspective, and what you should really know about trends from that mentality. So first and foremost, even if you aren't a trendy person, understanding trends can really help elevate your wardrobe and can make shopping easier. So first and foremost, trends are really a window into what is happening in today's collective society. So the things that you see coming down the runway are often reflective of the emotions that people have at the current point in time, what's going on with the world. And as I take you through the trends today, what you're going to see is really a reflection of us coming off the heels of COVID and our reaction as a world to that. It can also take confidence to wear trends, but you can wear them. I want anyone who's afraid of wearing trends to leave with that notion today that you can wear trends. Even if you hone in on 1 or 2 trends that you love each season or every other season that really fit your personal style, that fit your body type, that can really help keep your wardrobe modern and keep it up to date. And then last but not least, you can be a more knowledgeable shopper when you understand trends. So oftentimes we walk into stores and we may think we're looking for something or we don't know what we're looking for. And you walk in and you see all this crazy stuff and you don't know what to make of it. If you know what trends are happening, when you walk into stores, it's going to make it much easier for you to understand what's in there, understand what you want to put in your wardrobe, and also allocate budget towards it. So if there is a trend piece that you love, like these crazy yellow boots that this lady has on, I would not, advocate for anybody really wearing those boots, but if you love them and you walk into a store, you might have a price point set that you want to only spend a little bit of money on a boot like that because it's going to be a really quick fashion trend. But we're also seeing leather really coming into play this fall. And maybe you want to invest a little bit more in leather because leather does come back to us season after season. So it's really good to know and understand trends, even if you are not that trendy person. So any questions on trends overall? Okay, cool. So I'll get into my 5 wearable trends for fall winter 2022. All right. So my first one is 90s revival. So you have both probably heard about 90s revival coming back. The 90s are here, they're everywhere. But I specifically really wanted to talk about the pant silhouettes coming out of the 90s. So the puddle pant and the cargo pant, which you can see here from Victoria Beckham, the green puddle pant on the right, and Pernille Theisbach, who is a fashion influencer, a fashion figure. She is wearing these ultra baggy cargos, right? So this is actually coming off of, again, the heels of COVID, where we were wearing our sweatpants. We wanted to be really super comfortable in whatever we were wearing. But now we're actually going back out and we want to get dressed up a little bit, but we don't want to lose our comfort. So we are leaning towards these wider, baggy, utility type pants. But the problem with these are that they can add a lot of bulk to our lower half, right? Which not many women really want to add that amount of bulk to their lower half. So you can even see on Pernille here, she's obviously a very thin woman, but what she's wearing is adding a ton of bulk to that lower half, which can be hard for real women like myself to do something like that in that trend and pull it off. And then imagine wearing those green pants and like walking around town or New York City, they would be filthy in a second, right? But there are ways that you can wear this really cool silhouette from the 90s if you style it in the right way. So I'm going to show you some things on my rack. I'm actually wearing one of the pants that I recommend here. They are from Cause. They are a wide leg wool blend pant, and they are, it's kind of hard to see, I know, but they are that wide leg sort of puddle pant. I am wearing it with a top that actually has an exaggerated shoulder to help balance the width on the bottom of the pant. And I know you can't really see my shoes, but I will show them to you. These are a pointed toe flat, which actually helps to elongate the leg and help with some of that width that is happening at the bottom, okay? So if you think about these pants and wearing them in an elevated fabric or a silhouette, that can also help make this trend really wearable for you too. So One of my favorite pants, and Sarah A, I know you're super familiar with these. We kind of were geeking out over these together. This is a 100% silk cargo pant from Banana Republic. They're absolutely beautiful, and because the fabric is what it is, and it's thin and it's body skimming, it is a cargo, but it's not going to add that bulk to your leg like a denim cargo would. And this is a really great pant because it's actually super versatile, and you can dress it up, dress it down. So you could wear it with something like this, which is a white tank, also a really big trend for this season, and have a really cute, like mom or lady off duty look. You could wear it with a white sneaker at the bottom and look really casual, on trend, and elevated and put together. If you wanted to dress it up and wear it for a work event, you could do it with a really pretty floral pattern blouse, something like this, put a heel or even the black flat that I just showed you with it, and have a really great work appropriate look. And then if you wanted to take it to date night, you could do sort of a fun and flirty off the shoulder top like this, do a really pretty heel at the bottom, and you've got a great date night look. This top is from Zara. I think it was like 50 bucks, and it's super cute. I actually wore it on date night last night. So love those pants. And then my puddle jean that I am super into is this jean by a Goldie. It is the Dax upsized jean. I just love the way it fits. The thing I will say about these jeans is they are super upsized. They are not lying when they said they were upsized. So I had to go like 3 or 4 sizes down to get the fit which I wanted, which is sort of tighter up here in the waist and a little bit baggy at the bottom. But they're a really great pant. And you can do the same thing with this that I just did with these cargo pants. So would look really great with this tank top. Could look really great a little bit more dressed up with a floral print blouse. And the thing about these tops, which is great with a puddle, is they are both very tight and very body skimming. So it doesn't add bulk to your entire body, which you want to make sure you're avoiding when you wear a puddle pant or a cargo pant. And then this top, you could actually do something like this with it, which has, again, that exaggerated shoulder and will help balance out that width at the bottom. All right, so that's trend number 1. Trend number 2, pastels. Okay, so I'm really excited about this one because I feel like it can kind of set you apart. It's a little bit different. So we saw a lot of the bold colors happening in the summertime. They have definitely carried over into fall, winter. You're seeing a lot of things like marigold, like raspberry, like cobalt blue. You can actually see a little bit of the cobalt blue in the shirt that I'm wearing today. They are continuing on, but there's this really cool micro trend of pastels, which is giving this nod to femininity, which we're also seeing happen on the runways for this upcoming season. So again, I love this because it can be really unexpected to see somebody wearing a pastel in the fall season, but if it's done right, it can look really great. So a couple things to keep in mind when you are thinking about wearing a pastel for the fall or winter. First of all, you want to make sure you keep it seasonally relevant by choosing pastels in fabrics that you would typically see for fall, winter. So this little lavender jumpsuit is one of my favorite pieces, and I feel like it's finally getting chilly enough in New York where I can wear it. But it's done in a corduroy fabric. Hopefully you can see that detail on the camera, but it's done in a corduroy fabric. You could do a great little belt with it. I could do a little turtleneck to layer it underneath, or a little shirt underneath, and it's just a really fun, unexpected outfit. You could do it with something like a sock bootie like this, which would create a really nice thin line going down. I love sock boots when you have a little bit of a wider pant leg at the bottom, because it just helps to, again, elongate the leg without that bulk. And a sock boot, for anyone that doesn't know, is a boot that actually comes in really tight around the ankle, almost looks like a sock, kind of like this here, and it's stretchy. So then my next one is doing something in a pastel pink. So this pastel pink blouse is really great. It is a little bit of a softer fabric, but the thing that makes this ready for fall is there's a detail on it, and it's actually this tweed trim that makes it wearable for fall. And you can see that in some of the other items that I've outlined in the presentation. So if you have this and you pair it with something that is, again, typical of the fall winter season, like a leather skirt, you have a really great pastel outfit that works for this season. You could do this with a black boot, black heel, and it would be a really, really pretty outfit. And then loving this little light blue sort of sweater. doing pastels can be really, really great for monochromatic dressing. So I would probably pair something like this with either like a navy pant or a little navy slip skirt, and you would have a really great monochromatic look going on. The one thing I will say about pastels, when you think about wearing pastels, you want to put pastels wherever the smallest part of your body is, wherever you feel the best part of your body is, whatever you want to highlight or accentuate, because pastels are going to draw the eye in, okay? And you want to balance that by doing something a little bit darker on whatever part of the body that maybe you want to slim down a little bit that you want to balance out. So think about that when you're wearing pastels and you want to balance your body. So my third trend for fall is pretty things. This is my favorite trend for fall. So like I said before, there is this return to feminine dressing. Again, it's coming after years of COVID, women wearing, you know, the baggy sweatpants, maybe not getting out of their pajamas some days. We want to look pretty again. We want to feel sexy again. So there's a lot of silk slip dresses that came down the runway. Like you can see this beautiful green one here. I love it, but with that deep V, very hard to wear in your day-to-day life. And we also saw a lot of corsets and bustiers coming down the runway, which again, not a lot of women would think about wearing that in their day-to-day, but it is very wearable if you do it in the right way. So wearing pretty things in real life, right? There's a lot of sex appeal. It's very silky, very sexy, very feminine. And what you want to do when you look to wear these feminine pieces in real life is break them down into pieces that you can mix and match really easily. So this is by far my 100% favorite fall trend piece that I have bought for this season. These skirts are from J. Crew. I think they're like $90 regular price. They do go on sale. I've seen a couple times, but you can wear these in a million different ways. So I would take this skirt and I would pair it with a sweatshirt and a pair of white sneakers on the weekends for a casual look when I'm hanging out with my family or my friends. I would take this sweater and I would dress it up for work with a little nice white sweater on top. You could also do the red. And then I would take this. You could also do something like this with the red, which would be very pretty. Once again, do something like this for date night. For the holidays, you pair it with a really pretty sort of embellished sweater and do it for the holidays. Or even another casual look using this white tank again and a little leather jacket. And that's such like a cool, chic look to wear around on the weekends. So moral of the story is these skirts are incredibly wearable and super versatile, and my favorite trend piece from current season. Then let's talk about the bustiers and the corsets, right? Because that can feel a little daunting, a little hard to wear. It can be doable if you do it in softer fabrics, okay? I'm not talking about wearing the leather or the boning that makes it really hard to wear. I'm talking about wearing it in really soft knit fabric. So you can see that top there from Self-Portrait. It's a scallop top underneath the bust line. It's really beautiful. The top from C, again, has that sort of corset detail. It has the crisscross neck. It's absolutely beautiful. And then the Altadora top, I actually own, and I love this because I feel like it's the easiest to wear because it doesn't have any of the structure of a corset, but it has the crochet of a corset. So this actually becomes very casual, very wearable on the weekends. You can throw it on with a pair of jeans, be on trend, and feel comfortable and like you can move your body and be yourself. So corset dressing is possible if you look for those softer fabrics. Okay, fourth trend, biker core. Okay, so I've talked a lot about pastels, feminine dressing. So in contrast to a lot of those softer pieces that we have seen leather popping up everywhere. So is leather a trend for fall? No, you're probably going to see it every fall, but there are some different things happening this fall with leather to look out for. So one, there is the traditional leather jacket, right? Leather black jacket's great to own, great to have. There's a lot of hardware going on, so a lot of metallic hardware detail happening, but leather is everywhere and it's coming out in many different colors. So if you think about getting a jacket for the season, you may want the black one if that completes your wardrobe, but you can also think about getting it in other colors. So this is sort of a great tan kind of colored beigey leather jacket. You could do a dark brown, you could do a beautiful oxblood. There are so many different colors out there. You also see it coming across in beautiful skirts. So in that sort of second figure right there, you see that beautiful black leather skirt happening. You can do that very easily in your day-to-day life. I think I talked about how to pair that with this pink blouse, but in reality, it could really go with so many of the different pieces on this rack for a very, very wearable skirt in your life. And then I also love it in a short, okay? So I know both of you ladies are my New York ladies. You know what the weather is like up here. These shorts are amazing. Having a pair of leather shorts. Sorry, let me go to the next page. These shorts are amazing to have in your life because you can wear them on the days where it's like cold in the morning, it gets warm in the afternoon, and you don't know what to wear. So you wear these, you wear a little tank or a little t-shirt on top in the morning with a sweater over top. As it gets warmer throughout the day, you can take that sweater off, you can kind of wrap it around your shoulders, and you can feel comfortable throughout the entire day. And I just love a leather short because it's a little bit unexpected and a little bit different. And then last but not least is a great leather or faux leather pant. They're doing them in so many different colors. This is a great pair. It comes in like a tealy sort of green color. They're from Joya. They were last season, but there's other great options coming in navy blue, coming in that oxblood color that you see there. And then of course, you can always do it in a sexy dress for date night. And then last but not least, a really fun one. There has been a ton of opulence coming through on the runway. So this is going back to people getting ready to be out there again, to go to parties, to go to get-togethers. We're seeing a lot of glitz happening. We are seeing sequins and paillettes happening. If you don't know what a paillette is, it's basically like a really big sequence like you see in that gold dress right there. But we're seeing it happen everywhere from dresses to bodysuits to suits, and people can be really intimidated to wear sequins or glitz and glamour in the middle of the day, and I get it. Some of it can look over, way over the top. But if you look for particular things, when you are buying pieces that exude opulence, you can wear them throughout the day and in many different ways. So the first way to do it is to look for casual silhouettes and design elements. So first top there, it's from Free People. It is a very sort of slinky, silky, easy to wear t-shirt. It's a little bit sheer, depending on the different colors, depending on what color you would get. You may want to layer something underneath it, but because it is so casual in terms of its silhouette, it can be really easy to wear throughout the day. And what you can do with it is you can wear it with a piece on the bottom that also exudes the essence of being casual. So I would pair it with something like a utility pant, like this. I might do that sock boot with it. And you have a really great casual outfit. It's like a little bit different. You have a little bit of a nod of fun and you show off your personality, right? You can also very easily do it with a jean that is ripped and that has some distressing because that is extremely casual and will pull down the opulence that you're getting out of the shirt. Another way that you can do this is to minimize the amount of sequins or embellishment that you have on the top. So this sweater is from Mango. It is new for this season and I love it. I think it's going to carry me when it starts to get a little bit chillier into the holiday season. It has very small little crystal pieces of embellishment here. You could wear this with jeans, you can wear it with leather pants, with silk skirts, like I was saying, you could wear it with leather skirt, you can wear it with so many different things, utility pants. And then when you get into the holiday, you can actually carry this through and you can start to dress it up a little bit, like I said, with this silk skirt, and that would be a beautiful holiday outfit. So you can do it like that. And then you can also look for it. This is kind of a combination of the two things that I've mentioned. So a silhouette that you wouldn't normally see sequins in and a little bit less sequins. So this blazer I love. It actually has, it's very hard to see on camera, but it has just a hint of sequin in it, which is really great. You can throw this on if you have a little bit of fun outing to go to, where you want to look a little bit dressier, maybe after work if you have a little party, but you still want to look professional. This could be a really fun piece to have. For this exact piece, I would say it runs a little big, so making sure to size down in it makes sense. All right, so that is what I had for you today in terms of fall trends and how to wear them in real life. So thank you so much for joining. If you have any questions, please feel free to let me know. I'm here. Feel free to ask them now. But if not, I will be sending you ladies an email with all the stuff I showed you today, shoppable links and some of my tips, again, so you can, kind of figure out how to incorporate them into your wardrobe and feel great about wearing them. And if you ever want more personalized help with your fall, winter wardrobes, definitely reach out to me and we can chat.